knocked him off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Central Michigan Chippewas, Mount Pleasant, Michigan. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Toledo Rockets, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Central Michigan Chippewas. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Chippewas will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Toledo's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about it. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important to get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
There he goes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Rockets are flying down the field. To the ground with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Gleason. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
To the air on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Pocket breaking down. On a little time, lets it go. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash.
Tried to give
it enough body English, but he missed it. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. Touchdown Rockets. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Central Michigan's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's chat about Central Michigan. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Takes the handoff. It's Trainer. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Gleason. Using the quick game. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Townsend. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to pass, it's Lavis. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
They'll go to the ground. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Lavis. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Rockets offense is back on the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 2nd down. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes a connection. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to throw, it's Osborne. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. The Rockets are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. The short hands. It's Crosby. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Trainer. Touchdown, Rockets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lavis. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Looking for room. It's Townsend. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Chippewas line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He takes it at the 45. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. He might want another play. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rockets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Rudolph. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Rockets are in the hurry-up. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Toledo.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Open space at the 25. He's loose down the middle. At the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Trainer. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Osborne. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Mount Pleasant today, and welcome into the halftime update. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kelly Shorts Stadium.
All right, Kevin. Start the second half here. And the Rockets will kick it off to start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass, it's Labus. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Chippewas line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Chips. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Osborne. There's the pressure. Makes the grab, it's Crosby. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Rockets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Crosby. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Crosby. He gets gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rockets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points. And
oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Chippewas have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Running to Green. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Trying to make that rush fake on the draw play here. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Chippewas will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Osborne. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Holly. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down will open up the final period. They go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run?
Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
The Rockets look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's a 0. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Handoff from the gun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Touchdown, Rockets! And the stomping has commenced. The AT unit on the field. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
To the air, it's Lavis. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
This offense has it with really good field position. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Looking for space, it's Christian. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Osborne. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but
he's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one has gone. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to
things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Missouri's offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20th to 19-yard line. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man across the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. And the Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners! You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. He'll start this drive firing. Setting up the screen. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's got enough for a Missouri first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double team high low, chop block on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They want to throw it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires on the run. Brings it down on the right side. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Finds his tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Working that left side now. Turning it on. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, as you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. The give out of the gun. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. Quarterback making checks. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. UCLA is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Southern California for some time. They're up 14 over Northwestern. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for room. It's Carney.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his big tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Working that left side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the